happened on a Wednesday afternoon when Grandpa was sleeping in the sitting room. He always had a slumber from lunch until supper time. There's nothing I own I wouldn't give away to forget what happened on the terrible day. I'm sure 100 years later we'll remember that horrendous crime. Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew on the kitchen floor? When Grandpa wakes up he'll be wanting some more. Oh, who spilled the stew? All day Mama been working hard, so that when the children come back from the yard, all famished and weary, they'd have something hearty to eat. Oh, the beans were soaked and the corn was shucked and the broth was boiled from the bone of a duck. It had carrots and cabbages, potatoes and barley and beets. Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew on the kitchen floor? When Grandpa wakes up he'll be wanting some more. Oh, who spilled the stew? Well, it happened like this with the terrible crash and the sound of a splatter. It was done in a flash, and then the drip, 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 and the pitter, pitter, patter of feet. Oh, the meal was ruined and the mess was humongous, and to make it all worse, there was not one among us who saw the dirty devil that left us with nothing to eat. Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew on the kitchen floor? When Grandpa wakes up he'll be wanting some more. Oh, who spilled the stew? Mama came roaring like a runaway bull, and I ran straight to her 'cause I wasn't a fool. She gathered up the children and lined us all up in a row. I looked from my mama to the mess on the floor, and I knew there was a whole heap of trouble in store when she looked straight at me and she asked, does anybody know who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew on the kitchen floor? When Grandpa wakes up he'll be wanting some more. Oh, who spilled the stew? Now Georgia was the first one to open his mouth. He said it couldn't been me, it wasn't even around. I was walking the dog. Mary Ann nodded with an innocent smile. She said, me neither, I've been gone for a while, out feeding the hog. They all told their stories till it was my turn. I felt my face turn red and my stomach churn. I stuttered and stammered, it was really quite a pitiful scene. See, I couldn't give an answer as to where I've been, 'cause I was out behind the barn with a bottle of gin and some Tennessee tobacco that I stole from my Uncle Eugene. Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew on the kitchen floor? When Grandpa wakes up he'll be wanting some more. Oh, who spilled the stew? Now it's been 3 weeks since I left my room, except for scrubbing out the stables and sweeping the broom. It was me got the blame, and now my life couldn't be any worse. The whole house still smells of that bubbly brew, and Grandpa's in mourning for the loss of the stew. And I hope the one who really did the deed lives eternally cursed. Who spilled the stew? Oh, who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew on the kitchen floor? When Grandpa wakes up he'll be wanting some more. Oh, who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew? Who spilled the stew on the kitchen floor? When Grandpa wakes up he'll be wanting some more. And I scrubbed those stains till my knees were sore, but I couldn't get the stew stains out of the floor. And I never get to go out and play no more, or do any of the fun things I used to do. That's why I'll never eat another bowl of stew. Who spilled the stew?